What's up, guys? Welcome back to the MontyVerse as we continue Season 2 of My Adventures with Superman and Nikki. Supergirl is coming.
I know, and that's something I'm really excited to see how that unfolds in this show.
Yeah, but they've been doing a really good job of getting straight into the lore stuff this season, and I'm really excited to see what this episode brings. I don't know, it's a big reference to one of your favorite animes this episode.
Wait, really?
Yes, the name of this episode is Fullmetal Scientist.
Oh my god.
Which, for all of you anime fans out there, is a reference to
Fullmetal Alchemist.
Yes, so I'm really curious to see how that ties in to this episode. I mean, from Superman lore, I know that there's one very famous, there's actually 2 or 3 very famous Full Metal characters. I wonder what this one is in reference to. Either way, let's find out. Nikki, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, guys, starting My Adventures with Superman, Season 2, Episode 3, right now.
I'm assuming it's Alchemist, but you are aware there's an anime called Fullmetal Panic.
No, I'm not.
Yes.
So maybe it's a reference. It's probably a reference to all of them. All of the above.
Hold on, you're gonna be all right.
Oh! Oh, I thought it knocked him down. Whoa!
Oh, shoot!
Okay. That's we'll talk about that after, but that's very cool that they visualize that, because that's something Superman can do that you never really see him do.
Is it invulnerability?
You all right?
Or...
Well, we'll talk about it.
Silas Stone.
Oh!
What?
That's Victor's dad!
I have to go.
I know!
You sure you're fine?
I am now Superman.
Oh.
Oh.
Is
Are we getting
this the
Cyborg?
Full Metal Scientist?
Oh, look at that.
He was not one of... Whoa, Livewire!
Just imagine what could have happened if your son had been...
Oh!
Oh!
Oh, he's only 10,
You
so
know
no,
what you
hopefully
need
no
to do.
cyborg.
Not yet, at least.
Oh,
It's gone. All of it.
very handy
Perfect.
phone.
That was also very simple. Ooh.
Ooh, Silas Stone. Okay, we get a reference to Victor. Victor's only 10,
Yeah.
so hopefully no cyborg this episode, because that would be dark.
Yeah.
Unless Silas is cyborg.
Yeah. That'd be weird.
I wonder if it is even a reference to Cyborg, because that wasn't one of the Superman characters that I was thinking of.
Yeah, but he has appendages that are metal.
Which is why we're opening our latest
Look
manufacturing.
up there had a gun on it.
Wait, it did?
Take mine. I'm Dr. John Irons, lead engineer.
Okay, that's the one I was thinking of.
I'm proud to welcome Amertech to the neighborhood.
Whoa, Switch?
For the last time.
Ew.
Your own.
Oh my god, he's a pig.
Mr. Olsen, I Evan, and
Oh
I'm
god.
confident that this will change your mind.
Okay, maybe you're right. Maybe this is illegal.
Yeah.
The Flying Newsroom. It's a fully functional Wi-Fi enabled.
Okay, so that's a camera.
I was gonna say, it's basically a drone.
Look at that face.
Maybe not
My
clothes.
clothes.
Know what you're going to say, Mr.
Wait,
Olsen?
just get your glasses, then he'll be fine.
That's true. That's true.
General,
Right, my bad.
Is he just watching tanks?
And turn my back to the exit? Never turn your back to the exit, son.
What a dick. They're doing him a favor.
J-
No!
I'm so Jimmy right now.
Flip, you will not report on crazy robots with your toy helicopter. And I am telling you, it's not happening.
Oh, that was smart.
Clean up after yourself.
Yes.
Yes.
Good luck, buddy.
If anything, it makes me appreciate how clean Clark and Jimmy are.
And it's not the first time. That's when I put some pieces together.
Oh god.
And one day your screw-up act is going to hurt my daughter.
Aww.
I'm...
There's so many worse things he could be, though.
Hi, I'm behind Wade's Cafe now.
Oh, I can't make
That
it.
John Williams score as his ringtone?
He's a robotics genius, and his work in the community... But that's not why I wanted to meet. There's something...
I do want to be
really
clear.
hard to talk-
Fullmetal Alchemist does not have anything to do with robots.
No, but it does have
That's
things to
not
do
what
with
I
metal
meant,
suits.
But speaking
Yes.
of family, I have...
John Henry Iron's main thing.
Okay, today's not going great, but
Like,
I'll talk to Lois later.
I appreciate that he's trying to tell her.
He is. Because this is usually the main issue, is just lack of communication.
Hello, Metropolis! My name is Thomas Weston, and I'm here to
Please don't make me do this.
hit it, Audrey!
Yeah.
Revolution!
So he is like Justin Hammer.
Can send a bait.
Oh God, you're right.
Crime reduced to zero.
What?
Come reality when Amertech.
Why doesn't he have like a slideshow? Like a
Yes.
normal person.
Oh,
Whoa! That is obviously. I won't say anything because I don't want to spoil it. So we'll
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
about it after.
strength, great
I was gonna say, not obvious to me at all.
fusion.
This is very Iron Man.
Yes. Oh, 100%.
Very Iron Man 2.
CEO Weston, I have a
I
question.
have a question.
Oh
Ah.
Gotham Gazette.
no!
Who does his absence mean there's a problem?
No.
Good journalism.
Yes,
He's busy in his lab, and I'm busy
But
too. So
screw Vicky.
no further questions.
big time.
Sorry.
Weird.
Tech is hiring. I know their recruiter, and I need 10 minutes.
You can
Whoa.
have eternity.
Exclusive.
Oh.
Except Batman.
I love that.
You can speed type. All you need is an idea.
Would that work on computer? Because the computer would still have to process at the speed that he types.
Yeah.
Problem.
Hopefully he wouldn't break it.
Follow up on this very dangerous sounding story.
Mr. Olson, I looked up how to trace a call. Flying newsroom are on it.
Oh my god, the comedic timing
Yes.
for an animated series is phenomenal.
Absolutely.
So impressive.
Oh, do you know what I just thought of?
What?
What's Jimmy gonna buy this episode?
Good question. I was gonna ask how much money he was gonna lose.
Huh?
And I guess he still owns the stuff. He still owns that yacht.
Yeah, it's an investment.
1324 Sycamore Street.
Great.
No,
I'll head there next.
Really, Vicky Vale jump scare.
I'm gonna figure out what it is.
I just want to see like Batman in the rafters going, "No, I will." Cheese it.
Oh God.
I think more grown women should scream "cheese it" and run.
You want me to? Cheese it.
Yeah,
I can't run right
you
now.
Can't run. Nice.
Oh.
We're at the coordinates.
It's interesting that they have a Batman Superman-esque rivalry.
Don't hide, Jimmy me.
I know. Cool, right?
Wait, where are we?
Oh, thank goodness. You brought Superman.
Whoa.
I didn't know who to call, but my niece, Natasha, she's a flame bro.
Oh!
She showed me.
Natasha Irons. She becomes a superhero.
They're 4 first responders. They can withstand fire, sub-zero temperatures, you name it.
Looks like a Gundam.
But West,
And I love it.
so we rushed production on the Metallos, and then
Rush is not a good word.
Nope.
when more than one activates, they meld together, and when they hit critical
Whoa.
That's not good.
we have to shut everything down.
No.
No.
Just saw.
A one-off. Grab the nerds, order a pizza, and fix
What?
A little on the nose.
This is my shot. Which do you think is higher priority?
Oh.
He must have really loved Hamilton.
Recorded
Because
this.
he's not throwing it away?
And then today, Silas wiped out our records remotely and disappeared.
Damn. Oh.
That's good.
Jimmy? Flip? Irons, Vicky Vale.
What the hell?
What? Flip?
Who's the other lady outside?
Oh. Damn.
You and I have business to discuss.
Livewire?
This was supposed to be an easy one.
Damn. Oh. Oh. Oh no.
My evidence.
Okay, I thought she was gonna hit the kid.
Yeah.
I didn't know he would be, but you took care of him, right? Hello?
Bro, his name is Superman and she's an electric lady.
I can't let them shut me down!
Can't let them shut me down! so let's make a giant eye portal. Spirit bomb.
Then we have to go, now.
Did he put his lab coat on? That's very convenient.
He did.
Whoa. Oh shit. I mean, they're just robots, Superman. Punch them up.
I mean, you say that like it's easy.
Yeah. Okay.
Here you are.
I love the steel suit in this. One, it's very anime influenced, and it looks completely different from the robots that we've seen so far, which are Kryptonian based.
Uh-huh.
And not only that, but it looks like a very specific Gundam. It looks like the Gundams that Thierry Arde piloted in Gundam 00. One of them specifically being the Virtue.
Oh, nice.
Badass.
I'm pretty sure I told you to run, Dr. Irons.
I thought I told you.
Yeah.
This is my home.
Let's go.
I'm staying right here.
Hammer time.
What now, Doc?
Manual shutdown. Take down those pillars and the energy will harmlessly
Oh man, this is our first team up.
We just need to get through those Metallo.
I love Superman team ups. Just look how happy he is. It's like I got a buddy. Oh shit. It is a spirit bomb. Absorbing energy.
Oh no. Not the good kind.
No, oh no. Red.
Oh.
Oh, very convenient.
But he also isn't positive.
This is something Superman can do in the comics though.
Yeah, but
It's rarely ever visually shown.
Superman's okay. Or getting my story.
That's.
oh my.
Do you still have the flying newsroom?
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah, use that child labor, Jimmy. All right. God. Get it, bro?
Come on!
Oh.
Going on to stop me!
Yeah! Oh, confetti cannon.
What now, boss?
Do it! Hit him again!
Much more effective than a gun in this case.
This is true. Nice. Oh, yes! I have a feeling I know what they're gonna power those suits with next.
Red.
Rhymes with Schmip the Schmite.
One.
That's not a thing.
I mean, Superman had to stop you from blowing up the city. Reconsider some of your life choices.
Are we sure she's 11?
The boss was just giving orders. But it's not.
No.
It's about lifting people up, letting them shine.
Right here.
That's it.
I would, but I've been writing my story on my.
Nice! That's super efficient.
It's my dream to work with you.
You want to move to Gotham?
Yeah.
Nothing lasts forever.
Unnecessary.
Clark?
Lois!
Dad's right. I'm always late. I'm oblivious.
Dad's right, I'm a big flake.
Killed.
Number
what?
one, never say that my dad is right again. What article? Oh,
Aww.
Aww.
okay. We'll
Oh,
talk later.
damn it.
Stop talking later.
Stop talking. What is later? Can we get a time?
An ETA, please.
Superman flew in to save us once again. But this time,
Aw.
Metropolis is more than a city. It's the sum of its people.
Yeah.
Sorry, but we got orders to escort you off the premises.
What?
What? By who?
By me.
Oh.
We are owned by LexCorp, which includes everything in this building. And
Shit.
that suit.
LexCorp.
So make sure
That was fast.
Metropolis is heroes for stealing. Now would we?
Oh, shit. Oh.
I mean, you called it.
Yeah. It's very interesting how they're handling Lex. They're turning into, in a lot of ways, the anti-Clark. Not the
Yeah.
anti-Superman, the anti-Clark. In the sense of they're both learning more, and they're both embettering themselves just in two very different ways.
Yeah.
Like Superman gains armor this episode, Lex gains armor this episode.
Oof. Oh my gosh. And that's what's wild. I mean, I guess we don't know how much time has passed since last episode, but man, he got that set up fast.
What do you mean?
LexCorp.
Yeah, he probably, you know what? It's very easy to register a name. Probably a couple weeks to get that thing off the ground.
But that's crazy how much he's already ascended.
He's also working for the government.
I know.
So they could probably just fast track that paperwork.
But what a shit weasel.
He's a but that's the best type of Lex, right? And
yeah.
This is what I always wanted Eisenberg's Lex Luthor to be.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because this is what modern Lex Luthor would be. He would be a tech bro, like a very douchey tech bro.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what this Lex Luthor is, except he has the intelligence to back it up.
Yeah.
He's not just some trust fund kid. Like he's rich, but he's got the brains to back it up, and he's driven, and that's dangerous. Drive is very dangerous.
Oh yeah. I mean, ambition can be evil.
Yes, very, very evil.
Okay, but the thing I really want to address, because you keep teasing it, what was the power?
Okay, it's actually really cool that they did this. So in the comics, okay, so let me try, because it might come off confusing. So let me try and lead into it by saying, do you know how the Flash could run, and he has a frictionless barrier around himself created by the Speed Force?
Yeah, we've talked about that. I don't know like the terminology, but we've talked about that.
Yeah, and
before.
that kind of protect that, and he could spread that barrier to other people,
right?
So he could carry other people.
Yeah.
As he runs without them catching on fire or without breaking their bones.
Absolutely, yeah.
So Superman has that ability too in the comics, except his aura isn't granted by the Speed Force. Superman naturally has a bioelectrical field that covers his entire body, that he's able to spread to other people. That's why he can fly people in and out of places. That's why if you ever watch like Superman cartoons or movies, his clothes don't get destroyed as quickly because that barrier protects his clothing. It's why he could take so much damage. It's something that we as comic book nerds know exists, but it's very rarely visually shown.
But that's really cool though, because I mean, I think it was pretty obvious it was meant to be some kind of a barrier that he was able to utilize himself and extend onto something external. But that's a very interesting explanation and puts it so much better in the context of the DC universe and how his powers work in relation to other powers.
Yes, definitely. And what's really cool about it is that it didn't feel like a gimmick this episode. I mean, in giving Superman, doing the trope where Superman gains a new power every episode, that kind of Smallville did, it's fun, but it could feel gimmicky after a while. It doesn't feel gimmicky here because it fits with the tone and the themes of the episode.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the worst you could say is he got it at a convenient time, but that can also happen. And if he didn't have it, he'd find something else to do.
Yeah, it's all about armor and protection and building people up. And I love that, introducing that power, but also introducing John Henry Irons, who comic book fans know is based off of the folk hero John Henry, and just such a cool interpretation of the character. I was hoping if he ever did come, his suit would look very mech-like, and I'm glad that it's more. Whereas the Kryptonian robots have always been very sharp and pointy and jagged, I love how his suit was very square. Yeah. Because it shows the clear differentiation of that.
Yeah, they need to have some kind of a contrast, because if you're having two different sects of robots, then you kind of need some kind of visual differentiation.
And I love that, because we also get the introduction of Metallo this episode, for a very new interpretation of Metallo. Because Metallo is essentially a cyborg man that is created, but his heart is made of kryptonite. So he is a very, I don't want to say powerful, because he's really not. He's just a robot with a kryptonite heart, but he's very troublesome for Superman to deal with. And now it looks like we're building an army of Metallo that may or may not all have kryptonite hearts, which is going to be interesting to see. I wonder if this season is going to be Superman building his own army, quote unquote, his own cabal of heroes. Yeah. For lack of a better term, his own league of justice. You know, it's just because Superman, what's not really expressed in a lot of Superman media is his wide array of side characters. And we do that in the animated series and in the comics and in cartoon form, we always get that. but like you don't see that in the movies outside of Perry, Jimmy, and Lois. Whereas Superman like has John Henry Irons, and John Henry Irons himself is a very interesting character.
Yeah.
You know, and this episode does a lot to build that character in the very short amount of time that we have him for.
Right.
So I hope we do expand on him more in the series. But we also have, you know, Supergirl. We have Connor Kent. We have Jonathan Kent. I really hope we start building the Superman family because, you know, there are a lot of heroes that have legacy characters that you know, obviously Batman and all of his Robins.
Right. Hey, now that we have Lex, we can have Connor.
Yeah, we can. That's true.
And I'm smart enough to know that because of Young Justice.
We can have maybe season 3, Connor, Superboy.
That's crazy. But that would be such a blast. But that's what's been good is the fact that there's still continuity with the last season with some of these characters like Livewire.
Yeah.
So I think they can easily introduce a lot of them, but definitely circle back as they need to.
This show does a fantastic juggling act.
Yeah.
Because it's constantly introducing new characters while using old characters like Livewire to make the show feel like to keep the tone of the show consistent through both seasons. And it doesn't feel stale because you want to see a superhero fight the same villains over and over again sometimes. You want a repeat villain.
Yeah.
Obviously, you don't want to see them every episode because then the superhero is useless. But it's good to have Livewire just pop back up for a quick, you know, mission.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's not just any random person milling about the streets who's going to be a for-hire person to blow things up.
Yeah, and of course, I love the nods and Easter eggs to the wider DC universe. We have a Cyborg reference, a Victor Stone reference.
Yeah, oh my God,
Teen
that's
Titans,
wild.
baby. I loved all the Titans. We have a reference to, speaking of Titans and Teen Titans, we have a reference to Natasha Irons, the niece of John Henry.
Yes. Which that I did not know.
Yeah, she becomes another superhero like her uncle, which is really cool. And I just love how the show is built. Like this feels like in a season and 3 episodes. This feels like a lived-in DC universe.
Oh, 100%. It has such its own defined tone. It feels so unique from so many other shows we've watched, and everything has felt consistent upon each other, even when episodes get a bit bleaker.
Yeah.
I like that there is still this good level, like we said, of continuity, and it's just kind of its own lived-in universe.
Yeah, and they use these characters that they introduce to continue to push the story of Superman and Lois.
Yeah.
We never lose that narrative. This show is always a Clark, Lois, and Jimmy show.
Yeah.
And even if they introduce new characters, those characters serve to enhance our main characters, which again is just really good writing and really good juggling. Because you can have shows like X-Men 97, which are true ensembles, which have like 12 main characters and have to balance all of those storylines throughout a season. But this show is the exact opposite. It has a consistent 3 main characters, and all the other characters in that universe serve those 3 characters, but in a way that doesn't feel like it's not doing those other characters justice.
Yeah, I was going to say, because pretty much the majority of the consistent side characters, I don't feel like, oh, that person got screwed or shortchanged. We never saw them again. They just fell on their ass and they're done for. No, I think you put it very well in that while there's like a core cast of 3, the other side characters, I think that's part of what allows for that too.
Yeah, and with like the things like you mentioned, which was great to mention, like bringing in Livewire, keeping that continuity, in our mind, we now think like, oh, this character could pop up at any time. We could see John Henry Irons show up at any time.
And guess what? Especially with villain characters, that's anxiety-inducing.
Yeah.
Like, they're not just done and gone forever, because that's the thing. To have the conflict continue, you do have to have some kind of antagonistic force, but there's something almost worse about someone returning.
Yeah. And I love how this season continues to build, like last season built up the Clark persona of Clark Kent and Superman, whereas this season is focusing more on the Kryptonian stuff. But in doing so, you have to build up the Superman side of Clark.
Yeah.
And by introducing new heroes like Steel, like Supergirl, you are building that Superman personality as well. Because now you have other characters outside of just Lois and Clark, outside of Lois and Jimmy, interacting with Superman. And those, to me, are also special moments in the comics. Because, like, you just see this big smile on Superman's face. And everyone just kind of looks to him, and it's just like we're getting we're built, and it's great to see the characters go on a journey where you're not just like watching a show and he's Superman already. He's Superman, but he's still
He's young.
He's in the process, and to see him become the man that we know he's going to become is really special.
It really is. Honestly, it's amazing how the show has been just such banger after banger, because we're 3 episodes in already, which is wild to me. And like, they've all hit, but they all have like such a uniqueness to them.
I'm very impressed with the consistency.
Yeah.
That's how I would describe this show. Consistently executing well.
Consistent without being stale.
Yes, 100%. I could watch these again, very comedic show. There's new gags in every episode. Like, just when we thought, we even made a point to it. Like, what's Jimmy gonna buy this episode? Just when we thought we knew
it was gonna be running gag, but no.
No, they pulled it out from others. So it's like, nope. The new gag is like, hey, this Flip just constantly wants to put herself in danger.
I also meant to say quickly, it's not a big deal. I don't know if he owns the yacht, because didn't Steve like say he had a guy? Maybe he just borrowed it.
But maybe he bought it because he spent a lot of money on the yacht.
I would hope so. Otherwise,
hopefully for Jimmy. Hopefully in the future, speaking of continuity, hopefully at the end of the season we see them on the yacht.
Yeah, but he has to dock it, and
that's true. Or maybe Clark just has it parked at the Fortress of Solitude, and they just go and chill there.
Literally.
If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay up to date on all our latest content. If you want to watch our other My Adventures with Superman reactions, click the link on the page. And until next time, guys, stay versed.